brings it up. Welcome to week 6 of the MRMFL, folks. It was a great week on the Gridiron. Let's get right to the action. Now, the first game was a Western Divisional tilt between BC and Saskatchewan. BC coach Tellier is at it again, but as is customary when he does this, the opponent finds a receiver for great yards, seen here. She would have her best game of the season, also with a touchdown. This receiver had his best game with this bomb for a touchdown, this diving catch for a first down, and then this fingertip catch for points, prompting Coach Tellier to investigate for Stickum. This receiver, staying away from the trees this week, contributed with first downs and points today. This receiver had her best game of the season, hauling in critical catches. This receiver thrives on the long ball, touchdown here, then a first down here, and yet more points. BC's receivers contributed this critical first down late into the game to preserve the win. This receiver had her best game catching this long pass for a first down. This receiver is misdependable, always getting critical yards, even in traffic. This receiver seems to score points, and at the end of her run, seen on both of these touchdowns last year, she won the Lightning Speed Award. And this last receiver always finds open space and can score points with yak yards or in traffic, seen here. What a close game it was, folks, and it really came down to converts. BC got the edge today. Let's take a look at Game 2, another Western Divisional battle between Edmonton and Calgary, two powerhouses of the West. Look at this catch and how focused the receiver fights for control of the ball. This one-arm catch was out of necessity, left-hand casted. Short but critical yards seen here. Important yak yards seen here were also important. Touchdowns were successful into the wind and eyes into the sun. More yak yards and move the ball into scoring position. Yak yards to the left as well. More touchdowns, and one last long bomb for a touchdown demonstrated Calgary's power even into the wind. Edmonton would take advantage of this volleyball-like action and steal it for its first 6 points of the game. On its first offensive play of the game, they would double their score. This diving convert makes it 14-0 at this point. Another short crossing route turned into points as the afterburners kicked in. More converts adding to the lead, and then this volleyball-like play which she would take into scoring position. More ball security seen here, and then this final score to seal the deal. Folks, Edmonton basically won this game on 9 passes, a 7-for-9 pass completion ratio. It's outstanding. Calgary even played well into the win. This third game is an Eastern Division battle between two rivals, the Argos and Hamilton. And folks, it was record-setting. 2 records. One was the most total points scored in a game, 85, and 2, it was the most turnovers lead changes, 12 to be exact. Let's get right to this crazy action. Folks, Coach Spruan wasted no time. Hamilton, leading Hamilton to its first score, and with this convert, Argos responded to getting into scoring position quickly, and then this score from distance, and a 2-point convert, and so, why dilly-dally, says Hamilton, who scores from long again. And with this 1-point convert, Toronto strikes back as quickly as the Ticats, and with this 1-point convert, look at this fantastic first down catch to keep the Hamilton drive alive. And then you guessed it, another touchdown. And this diving 2-point convert, and so the Argos look at this fingertip catch and then into scoring position where this touchdown was inevitable. And with 2 points, solid catches by Hamilton, more scoring seen here, and then 2 more points and another. Look at this Toronto receiver change directions and pick up a first down. And then this great route and run, which sets up this touchdown and yet another. Hamilton showing no mercy, strike back, and you guessed it. After falling, this receiver gets up and great yards. This next receiver comes back to help the quarterback, but also helps herself to 6 points. And of course, Hamilton focus catches for first downs, then this touchdown, the end of which was caught on video, and this 2-point convert, which was granted by the defensive player who knocked the ball out of the receiver's hands. Great etiquette, and also that same athlete with good etiquette then hauls in this for a critical first down. On the last play of the game, this bomb for a touchdown, a 1-point down and going for the win, Toronto pulls it off. And so the final score was 43-42 in favor of the Argos. What an epic Gridiron grudge. I got to thinking, what would Jay and Dan, how would they react to such a great game on the Gridiron? Let's check in on them.
Watch this.
Well, no bother. Let's get right to the action for Game 4 between Winnipeg and Montreal. It would start with Winnipeg marching down the field with first downs and into scoring position, where they would take the lead with this touchdown pass and then one more point, 7-0. Montreal worked getting into the red zone, where this pass and run to the promised land and would get this point, and where a 2-point convert, they would take the lead. Winnipeg makes quick work of to drive the field, and then this pass and run for more points. Montreal would then turn over the ball on its first play, which scored 6 in the other direction. Winnipeg now with a stronghold. Montreal, needing points fast, airs it out for this huge gain, and then quickly scoring on this play. Montreal, needing a stop and score, was hard-pressed after Winnipeg with these 3 consecutive first downs and then this touchdown pass to essentially seal the deal. So the final score was 24-14 for Winnipeg. That turnover really was costly for Montreal. Folks, let's take a look at the stats. Game 1, historic. Game 2, turnover. Game 3, wind and turnovers. Game 4, essentially on converts. The Instagram pick of the week is the Hamilton pick. Folks, I think our online viewers wanted to welcome interim Coach Spruan to the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Welcome aboard, Coach Spruan. What a great game that first game of yours was. Folks, here are the picks of the week. Last week I was 2-2 for a total now this year of 10-14. See if I can right the ship this week. Game 1, the Argos. Enough said. Game 2, BC. They're going to have big completions. Game 3, Hamilton, because they're going to be principally better on offense and defense. In Game 4, I've got the Bombers. I just wanted an excuse to use this graphic. Folks, if you are on the gridiron, in the bleachers, or visit us on Instagram, #MRMFL, you better be there or be square.